Now we are going to begin our class by chanting 3 times Om together. Take a long deep breath in. Join palm together in front of your heart center, bend your head forward. Pray to the God for today's practice, for today's energy. Open your eyes and release your hands down. So today's posture is Veerbhadrasana 2. Alright, second. So have you done with Veerbhadrasana A? So it is as same as like Veerbhadrasana A, but the distance between your both legs would be quite different. And your hip would be quite changed into this posture. So in the Veerbhadrasana A, we were just keeping our hips square, but in the Veerbhadrasana B, we are going to just open up our hip like a book. Alright everyone, have you got? So let's check out what is Veerbhadrasana one by one. Everyone try. Who would come like here? Come one person. So leg alignment would be, like the front leg would be into 90 degree, like turn your right foot out, and front leg would be into the 90 degree. Make sure your front leg is not going further than your toes, and the back leg would be turned out into 90 degree again. Turn it out all the way, out. So that you're making a nice, your both feet would be making a nice, like that would be parallel to each other, and it will be turned out into 90 degree. Open your hip out like a book, and make sure you're getting the nice stretch over your hip flexor on the growing muscle, alright? Your spine would be straight, shoulders blades away from the ears, alright? So just drop your shoulder down. So this is your warrior B, but still it's not correct. Alright? Why? So there are some movement we are going to do. Just release and release down. See, there are a few mistakes that we usually do in the warrior B. Alright? First of all, what is that? The back foot alignment needs to be perfectly done, and the front foot alignment that needs to be also done perfectly. As I write down here, the front leg would be into 90 degree. Like this. This is your pelvis, and back leg would be turned out into 90 degree, right? So what's the mean of 90 degree? Here we are making 90 degree angle, alright? So come in. And the back leg, your feet alignment would be into 90 degree. Are you getting what I mean? Are you getting what I mean here? And your torso would be here, and your arms would be extended out. Alright, this is your warrior B. Alright, so the engagement that needs to come from the feet from both sides. Right, so as you know, there are 4 movements that we have in the ankle. What are these 4 movements of the ankle? Dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, another rotation. So it's more like, the lateral, like the lateral movement that will also come, the inversion and then eversion too, right? So in the back leg, what usually happen, they are just not bringing that awareness on the back leg. When you are in the warrior A, let's suppose you are in, right? So many times what happens, like you are lifting your back outer edge of the leg. What is this movement? Eversion. So when you're just reaching high from the toes, it's inversion. Alright, so there is a difference what we are going to do. So make sure your feet would be into the neutral position so that it will be engaged more than before, right? So when you are in the warrior B, just like this, so you are not engaged here. So you have to just open your hip out, right? So that you will get that openness on your hips, right? The hip flexors and the groins, that's going to open more and more out. Make sure, the second thing, many times we get the pain on the back knee. right? So why does this happen? Because we are just opening our hip, right? So there we have two bones together. I mean like the femur bone, tibia and fibula, right? There is no one bone. So whenever we are opening our upper leg and the lower leg, let's suppose we are opening our upper leg out for the warrior B and the lower leg out. So they both would not have the same movement. Are you getting? No? Let me explain. If I'm rotating my leg out, you can see my upper leg is moving more out than the lower leg. Let's suppose you are here. I can open my like the lower leg more out than the upper leg, right? So there is a restriction that I cannot allow my leg to go more further than before position. One person come here again. You come. Go into the warrior B. Bend your front leg. Yes. Bend it. Yes. And open your hip out. Back leg rotate outward. Yes. So turn your feet out, all the way out, more out, and then get that extension on your hip. Yes. Front leg bend again. Good. Open it. Right. So as he is doing here is quite wrong. Why? Because you're not bringing any awareness on your muscles. All right. You're just holding and you're hanging into the posture. So there is no benefit. Make sure you are getting into the purpose. What is the purpose of the posture? Is to get that openness on the hips. Hip growings out there, and then bring the awareness on your inner thigh. All right. So inner thigh is quite strong as compared to your outer like IT band we have here. Right. Make sure you're pushing from the front like the big toe. Drop it down all the way so that the awareness that will come over from the inside of your leg. All right. And the back leg, he can rotate his up hip out, but there is a restriction. He can rotate his feet out. Right. So why we don't rotate our back leg all the way out? Because you can rotate this leg till here. It has that restriction. It cannot go further than it. But this can go further than it. Right? So that's why if it is rotated like 40-degree angle, like 40-degree outward and 20-degree outer, so the 20 degree is less. Right? So something is left there. So that's why we get the pain on the knee. Right? Your inner knee, there are tendons, there are like the cartilage, whatever is there. So that got hurt whenever you're doing this. Right? So you have to turn it in, so that it will be equally like rotated outward. Right? What does it mean? Did you get? No? Anyone? Confusion? So this leg needs to rotate, let's suppose 30-degree. This needs to be 30-degree. Sometime what happens? 30-degree, this is going to rotate 50-degree. The 20-degree pressure that will be holding on your knee. Alright? So that's why in the warrior A, warrior B, where any posture, the symmetric posture, you are going to get hurt on your knee if they both are not rotating in the equal position. Alright? Getting what I mean? Everyone? So try, release. So this was quite basic that everybody needs to understand. Everyone come up. Come up, everyone, on your mat. Alright. So before we get into the warrior B, what are the things that we are required to have? The openness of the hips. In the beginning, it's going to be quite tough. So there are some warm-ups that we are going to do by the squat position, by warrior A, by triangle. Alright. So warrior B is more like opening for the side split. Warrior A would be more like the front split. Warrior B would be more like for the side split. Alright. So come into Samasthiti. Take your right leg all the way back as same as Ashtanga. Right? But in this, the distance between the both legs would be further or more than the warrior A. In the warrior A, we had like this, but in the warrior B, you're going to take your back leg more out. Yes. Turn your front foot out. Yes. And now bend it from the front leg. Make sure again it's not going further than your ankle or the toes. Right? And turn your back leg more out. Yes. Be engaged. Look at here, everyone. Look at here. Look at here and keep your left leg bent. Alright. Open your hip out. If there is anybody who is getting pain on the back knee, let me know. Anybody? Are you getting that inner thigh, that inner knee that is getting hurt a little bit when you're just sinking it down to your buttocks? Sink your buttocks down, all right? So what are the mistakes are you feeling here? Keep your hips open like a book. Yes, get that openness, good job, and extend your arms out. So whenever you feel comfortable into this, then extend your arms out. Otherwise, there is no benefit, all right? Focus on the purpose, what we have. Open up the hips. Try to open your hip more out and back leg rotate outward, right? Are you bringing that awareness on your hip? Good. And now reach back. Now turn your other feet, switch the side. Turn your right foot out, left foot in. Yes. And then sink your buttock more down. Again, make sure your front knee does not go further. Open your hip more out, engage into your core. The posterior pelvic tilt. Open up, shoulders, blades away from the ears. Yes, get back. Release. Now we are going to feel that posture more deepen into there. One person come here. You come.
More deeper.
लेट जाओ.
अरे?
हाँ.
क्या ऐसे उल्टे?
नहीं, जमीन में.
मतलब ऐसे?
इधर हाँ. Supine position में. Can I have 2 blocks? दो देना. इसको हिप में रख दो. हिप्स में इसके ऊपर बैठ जाओ. बैठने मतलब लेट जाओ इसके ऊपर. पूरा लेट जाओ. हाँ. कंफर्टेबल है? हाँ. और अच्छा ठीक है. करो. Comfortable है? Huh? Bas. Right? So here we are going to do the same way, the warrior B. Right? Extend your arms out, legs out, yes. Right? He's going to adjust his one leg over here on my ankle, on my shin bone, and the other leg, wait. And keep it bent like a warrior B. Other leg into 90 degree. Right? The same? Perfect. And open your hip more out. Look at his knee. It's like coming in from his hip on right hip. Like it needs to be like further out. What he's doing wrong here, he needs to get more down and open up. Alright? Push me more harder. A bit more. Yes. And be engaged and open your hip more out. So this stretch, that is the main purpose, to get that openness on your hips, on your groins or your inner thigh. Right? So this stretch is coming. Is okay? Turn it more out. So what are the awareness that we need to bring here? What are these? Just keep pushing from the heel and the back heel too, and open your hip more out. Yes, and be engaged with the core and drop your head down. Right? So you can use something underneath his head so that he will not tilt it. It will not be hanging anymore. Alright? Just come up. Then try this one. If you're not feeling this stretch, like as same as from here into the warrior B by standing, it means you're doing wrong, right? So feel that what are the difference we have by laying down or by standing. Everyone, try on each other, make a partner. But upper leg, she cannot rotate. It means she has restrictions that her body does not allow upper leg to rotate more out, right? So this is a limit. So this needs to be slight more in, so that the both will be equalized. Getting what I mean? So if she is rotating lower leg more out and then upper leg like this, so she's going to get hurt over here on inner knee. Alright, so you have to understand, like rotate your upper leg slight more out so that it will be slight more in, so that they both will equalize and your hip line would be quite straight from the ankle to your right hip. Getting? Make sure pressing from the outer edge all the way down so that awareness will come out all the way. right? Now see, I'm just rotating in from my knee, right? And I'm just rotating out from my hand, so that the openness will all the way come from the front hip.